Hello, I am Redland Bastard. I'm going to be the second caster here today with Farah.
Hello, I'm Justicia. I'm going to be the referee for this match.
Hello, I'm Lanzer. I'll be doing the Twitch stuff and conducting interviews.
We are finally on the continent of Amerish, and it's taken a long time for us to get here, but it is, we're really happy to be here. We're really happy to try a map that gets to use the entire continent here. We've been here on smaller events, 96s, 144s, but this is the first time we're getting to use the entire continent as a whole, and that's really thanks to the resource revamp. We could never get the resources equal before, and now we're gonna try out this and see if we can get an entire continent map out of this out of Amerish here.
Today we have Connery and Emerald. Now, the list of outfits is a mile long, and we'll get into that during the interviews, but we got some pretty heavy hitters coming from both sides. As I understand it, everyone from the large outfits to the smaller outfits. It seems to be a melting pot this time around, and definitely with the 288, it allows for that sort of match. So I'm pretty excited for that.
I'm really interested to see how Emerald kind of merges together as a server. There were very distinct ways of going after a server smash from Matherson and Watterson, and this is really the see what happens when you take two kind of divergent ideas and try and put them together into one team. So I'm interested to see how they take their two styles and put them together. And I know that at least the people who came from Matherson have been waiting for this match for a long time. Unfortunately, Matherson didn't get to face Connery when they were their own separate servers. So for some of these outfits, this is the first time they finally get to face the West Coast versus East Coast. Lanzer, can you go get Jamaa? And I actually don't know who it is for Connery, actually.
Yeah, I can go find.
They were sitting. Oh, Briggs Connery, again, another long time coming, long time working it out. As you can imagine, trying to schedule something between Australian time and US time and European time. A lot of people don't understand when we do these matches, we have people from 19 or 20 different time zones across the world who are trying to participate. And so getting a time that works for those people to set up the match and play in the match and it not be middle of the night somewhere or things like that. And Briggs is our smallest server in Planet Side 2, so we were unsure whether they would be able to field even a 96 match. That's what we originally approached them with, a 96 versus 96 match. Well, they blew out all bounds of what we thought they were going to do. It is now a 240 versus 240 on the continent of Hassan. So Briggs really stepped up. I have honestly never seen a server be so excited to try and do this. They've been training, they've been setting up their groups and really working hard for it. our goal. Right, and I mean, just as this is a test match for the continent of Amerish, this is also a test match for the tools that we're trying to bring you guys to improve your viewing experience for the match here. We're Yes, let's go up there. So, Lanzer, do you...
I gave him right there, able to talk.
Alright, so Lanzer, why don't you go ahead and introduce us to the two servers who will be playing today.
So as I said earlier, today we have Emerald and Connery. Emerald is on the east side of the United States and Connery is on the west side server locations. So we'll start first with Connery. Tauron, how you doing, man?
Doing good, Lanzer. Just finally recovered from Vegas and ready to rumble here.
Yes, I heard quite a few stories about that thing. Everyone from all over come over to have a blast.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun meeting lots of guys that love PlanetSide, other outfit leaders. Met Jamal too, good guy. Pretty good time.
So tell me a little bit about Connery. Who's playing today?
We have quite a few outfits from Connery playing today. Connery, as you know, is a West Coast server. We have a lot of very talented outfits that I get to go play against on a daily basis. Really nice, really tough server to play on just because of the skill level of the players, but everybody here has been able to put their egos aside and come together as a team, and really looking forward to playing with all these guys in this match against Emerald.
And we've played before. Connery's played quite a few matches. But what would you say, just from your experience, is more of Connery's style? How do we play?
I think Connery is overall pretty well-rounded. I mean, there are superstar pilots, there's really strong infantry presence, good armor, vehicle division. I just honestly think Connery has the ability to adapt quickly and really set the tone. So I wouldn't say there was just one strength over the other. I think it's a collaboration of all strengths that Connery has, makes it such a defined server.
So it's pretty much the Muhammad Ali. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
All
Michael
right.
Jordan.
Okay, the Michael Jordan, that'll work too. But between infantry and, let's say, our air corps, which one do you think, or our armor corps and the impels, what do you think we have an inherent advantage in?
I would say infantry is a pretty strong suit, and also air is a pretty strong suit. There's superstars in each kind of division of that, and they balance out from one and the other. So, you have superstars everywhere, no matter what position needs to be played, and that's a nice option for me as a force lead to get that opportunity to lead these guys into battle and put them where they shine, and hopefully it pays out. I know Emerald's going to be a good and tough fight today, so I'm really excited.
Absolutely, and you mentioned the force lead, so that brings me to my next thing. Without going into too many details of what you're going to bring to bear, how exactly did you approach such a large confrontation as what we're about to face?
There's going to be, the first 5 minutes of this fight is going to be pretty intense. After the nuclear explosion goes off, we'll see where we're at. But having 288 guys to force lead, that's a really awesome opportunity for me. And distributing them accordingly is going to be key to this fight. So, there's a lot of strong platoon leaders, a lot of good squad leaders that are in here today from Connery. And if they can follow their platoon lead, I have a lot of confidence in these guys.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for your time, Tauron.
Yeah, thank you, Lancer.
Jamal.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How you doing, Jamal?
Pretty good, pretty good. Same as Talon was just saying, we had a blast down at SOE Live, so just getting back in the normal groove of things.
Yeah, and the two y'all met. You know, hope you kept it under wraps at least.
It was a nice confrontation. Apparently they went there to beat me up, but ended up having a few drinks together.
That seems to be how it works out in the end. So tell me a little bit about Emerald. Who is participating today?
We got a good mix of outfits that were from Waterson and outfits that were from Matherson, TR, NC, VS. Got a really good hodgepodge of everyone together, which is pretty awesome. I mean, the merger smash was very, pretty much a grudge match, and after that, it was hard to say whether or not we'd come together, and it seems like we are. There's a really good chemistry going on. Looks like a lot of people are ready here for today.
Yeah, the merger's been the talk of, both sides and everyone all around. So tell me a little bit. You said you think you struck a good balance. How did that work out exactly?
Well, we decided, since there was such a large amount of outfits that wanted to participate in this, we decided that we'd have a group for people who wanted to really put it in their all, and then a group for who really wanted to be inclusive. This is our all-in group, so we're ready to give it 100% today.
And do you think that Emerald's had enough time to form your own identity, or do you think that's still a work in progress?
Oh, we're here, baby. We're good to go. I think that a lot of the people think there's no more Matherson, there's no more Waterson, there's just Emerald. We're proud to be here and represent
Big shiny
that.
diamond.
Hell yeah.
So tell me about your Emerald style. We heard from Connery how between infantry, infils, armor, all that, they had sort of an inherent advantage in infantry and definitely some really good pilots. What about from Emerald's side?
Well, in terms of air domination, I think on Emerald we're not we're very familiar with that. The air game on Emerald is very escalated. People have had a lot of time to adapt and chase down other high tier pilots, so we've got some really good pilots here today. But I think overall, we've also brought to the table a lot of really good infantry, and I feel like on Emerald there's a very competitive nature to the entire server. So if you're not trying your hardest, you're not gonna succeed, and people will call you out on it. A lot of people kind of used to call Matherson Dramatherson because of all the drama that was on it, but a lot of that was just because of the competitive nature of the server. So we're bringing that here today to Server Smash. Play aggressive.
That's awesome. And without going into too much detail, but how exactly are you approaching this 288 battle?
No, we're going all in. Like I said, we're gonna play aggressively. We're gonna push the lines. We're gonna try and play to the faction's abilities and hopefully come out on top. And when I say hopefully, I mean we will.
Absolutely. All right, Jamal, thank you very much for your time. Talron from
TXR.
Yeah, TXR, and Jamal from NNG. Farah, Red, that's all we have on this corner.
All right, thank you very
Well,
much,
thanks,
guys. You
guys.
can head back down to your people.
Thank you.
Good luck, have fun, Jamal.
You too, Talron.
See you in 2 hours, man.
You too, man. Yeah, have fun.
Let me go ahead and, just in case your mic is not working, Farah might be having a mic issue. What we're going to do is we're going to show a base overview video here, just showcasing what the first fights are going to be. Please let us know if you heard Farah's mic again after it was done. If not, we'll restart the stream after the video is played. So here's the video.
Amerish is one of the 3 originally released continents for PlanetSide 2. Marked by its numerous jagged peaks and forested valleys, using ground vehicles here can prove challenging. and Amerish has long been known as the continent ruled from the air. Connery will start from the eastern warp gate as the Terran Republic, and Emerald will start from the western warp gate as the Venu Sovereignty. BARRIK Electrical Station, just outside the neutral southern warp gate, is the first of our 6 starting fights. An enclosed entranceway with copious amounts of cover leads to a surprisingly open single cap point room, if you can get past the choke points. The base's outside courtyards and terraces also prove an excellent playground for light assaults. The only neutral major facility to start this fight, Tumas Tech Plant is a crucial base in the south of the continent. Tech plants are some of the largest bases in PlanetSide 2, and while their design encourages fighting both inside and out, look for servers to use air to drop squads on the gun deck or inside of its massive cathedral, and move to secure the base without ever touching the outlying shield generators. The victor here will be able to begin a slow march into the other server's southern territory, potentially cutting them off entirely from the middle of the map. The middle of Amerish is dominated by an impressive 600-meter peak that has inspired many not fit for broadcast colloquialisms. The mountain is controlled by 3 bases, but the crown jewel is the ASCENT. A multiple capture point outpost with a tower spawn room, the points at the ASCENT are spread out and varied. The A capture point cave is one of the most beautiful locations on Araxis, yet it's deceptive in its claustrophobia. There are several entrances, many well hidden in the rock face, and the interior is large enough for light assaults to hide in the rafters with nasty surprises. The other capture points are outside, clinging to the cliff face away from the protection of the central tower, and players will need to move in the open to capture and hold more than one point. Araxicon Network Hub, situated in a valley to the north of the mountain, is a crucial connection for the northern sections of the map, but its location makes it especially vulnerable to air. The capture point lies upstairs in a powerhouse building, and numerous walls restrict access from the outside. The exterior courtyards are deceiving and can lead attackers toward dead ends and cul-de-sacs with no access to the point. Options for sunder replacement are also scarce, and most choice spots are susceptible to aerial bombardment. The 3 capture points at the NC Arsenal are located in warehouse buildings surrounding a central pit with vehicle spawn. The pad leads to a tunnel with plenty of cover to drive your vehicles out, but few accesses to the points. There are no covered hiding spots for sunders, and most placements are close to the main road, proving vulnerable to armor and air. However, once on the points, the warehouses hold easy choke points to fend off attacks, but defenders must remember to secure the roof access as well. The capture point at North Grove Post sits in a powerhouse building in the upstairs hallway. The base consists of several outbuildings nestled into the surrounding forest and gullies. Sunderers are easily hidden from view here, but attackers will need to push inside the buildings if they want to take the base. These are the 6 starting fights spread throughout the hostile mountainous terrain of Amerish. It will be up to the winner of these first battles to try and capitalize on their position and push the enemy back. Many of these bases become much harder to take once the base is owned by the enemy, so waiting to take them later in the match is a risky gamble to take.
All right, everyone. We apologize. We're having some technical difficulties with Farah's microphone, so he needs to restart the stream to fix that. We're going to shut down the stream and be back just in a moment here, so please bear with me.